Hit OK at the bottom right. Or OK.
Hello, hello. There we go.
Now, remember I got a loud voice, right? Tell me if I'm blowing your speakers. All right, we are back.
Good, let it rip.
All right, thanks, Don. Okay, so I guess nobody heard me before. My mic wasn't working. I'm just here breaking some packs. I bought a couple boxes off of Don, and I'd said that for me, the reason why this is so much fun is the artwork that you uncover with these cards. These are all original artwork out of comic books. It's a lot of fun to open this stuff. Emma Frost, old comic book, no serial number. Storm, Blue Tracks, I believe, out of $7.99. Sorry, it's a teal wave. Very cool card. Look at the refracting in the background. And then I just so happened to hit both Captain America base cards. There's a base card for high series and low series. It's just kind of the way Marvel does it. It's very fun. I do want to go back to the last pack and show Howard the Duck. Most people, or a lot of people, didn't even know he originated as a comic book character. I had no idea where he came from. Just remember him from the movie. But he is absolutely a comic book character. Groot, Elektra, Cyclops. Oh, it's just so fun. The leader wound up owning Howard the Duck. I believe is the character that in the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's why he has him. Oh, is that an autograph? Is that an autograph? Grandmaster. Artist Auto Red Rainbow. I have never hit one of these before. That is a first for me. I would have to say that is sleeve and holder worthy. Mikey, I'm stealing some of your stuff because it's just sitting here. Nope, that is way too big. Never mind. Just like a Magnum condom, way too big. Well, there you go. The Grandmaster. Love it. Just love it. Warlock. Beast. Another Captain America. Okay, there's obviously several Captain Americas. This is what they call like a cover variant. So it's a cover from a comic book. Very cool. Gladicus. It's Yellow Rainbow. A Thor variant. That's a cover variant of one of the Thor comic books. Very cool. Thanos. So happy to be opening this product right now. Like I said, a lot of people regard this Platinum as the Marvel set of the year. It's debatable, but a lot of people think this was the best set that they did. There's a monster just as a base card. A lot of people's favorite. Mr. Wolverine. Glad he made an appearance this morning. Elektra. It's a red rainbow. There's lots of variants in this stuff. And then like some of the low numbers, there's variants that are numbered out of like 99. A lot of cool sets to chase out of this stuff. It just keeps getting better as you open it. It really does. I think we got a black border. That's one of the lowest variations you can get out of this stuff. Winter Soldier is dope. Arno Stark Iron Man 2020 in a rainbow variant. Shadowcat black border. So this one is not, it's just rainbow, not serialized. The black border, the black rainbow, these cards are actually one of the rarest pulls. They didn't serialize them, but they're roughly out of 50. I actually bought a full set of these. Somebody redeemed them on ePack and sold the full set to me for $400. I was pretty happy. That's a spot card kicking the heck out of Spider-Man. I know a little girl that's probably going to beg for that Spider-Man card, and I'll have no choice but to give it to her. Nora, Spider-Girl. That is cool. Ego the Living Planet. Red Skull. You guys remember him from Captain America movies? Oh, everybody's favorite, Iron Man. Flying high. What is this? Black Heart. Purple Rainbow. Very cool looking card. X-Men, iconic covers.
Hold them closer to the camera, Randy.
I heard ya. Don also doesn't have an inside voice, Jess. I think people across the street heard him. Superior Spider-Man in the back. A lot of people's favorite right here. Doctor Strange. Black Widow, not Incognito. Daredevil. Like, everybody knows these characters. They've all had movies for the most part. Mighty Thor. Blue Rainbow. Not serialized. Blob. This is what? Teal Wave. Yeah, Teal Wave out of $7.99. Very cool. I'm not a big fan of the Blob because he's the Blob. Kind of gross. But look at this. Platinum Duos. I'm very happy to have pulled this card. Spider-Man and Miles Morales. Very cool card. Wah, 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 wah. Kid Omega. And then that's the Superior Spider-Man.
This is your chat here for TikTok. This is the Facebook.
Is anybody even watching?
Yeah, there's a couple people stopping in.
All right, cool. One more box, everybody. Whoever might be watching, one more box. Donnie's gonna bring in some more of this stuff because it's fun to open. And Donnie and I are coming up with a couple of different ways, a couple different ideas to be able to start doing some Marvel breaks. Probably going to incorporate it into like a character break because when you get a set list from a particular set, you know all of the characters. So, you know, Spider-Man's not going to be cheap, but it's probably the best way to do Marvel breaks is going by character. Drax, Invisible Woman. I don't know. The artwork is just amazing to me. Everybody remembers him. He's played by Samuel L. Jackson in the movies. Bullseye, Rainbow variant, Wasp. Very cool card. You gotta try very hard not to get your fingerprints on these cards because if you get your fingerprints on them, they don't come off easily. Ghost Rider, another Anno Stark. Ace Blackheart. Very cool. Always like to see Wolverine. I don't care if it's the second, third, or fourth Wolverine. Never hurts my feelings to see Wolverine. I would really like to see a Spider-Man though. Magic. MODOK. What is that? Medusa. Trying to seduce Spider-Man. It looks like it didn't work. Again, one of my personal favorites, just Magneto. Anybody that was one of Spider-Man's prime rivals, like Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, those guys all, I like them all. Gamora, Blue Rainbow. Marvel Girl. I don't know that I'm too familiar with Marvel Girl, but that one is a lower number, red prism out of 199. Marvel Girl. I'm pretty sure Marvel Girl. I think that's my lowest serial number card so far, so she's going on the rack. I promised Donnie Brook I would not drop an F-bomb on his live stream, and so far I've been a good boy. Gonna try to make sure I don't change that. And you know what? Just because he's Wolverine and I haven't put a lot up on the rack, no Marvel rack would be complete without a Wolverine card. This has been a lot of fun, Don. I know you're watching. Thanks, brother. Thanks for putting me on the stream. It is just a base card. Don't care. It might be the only cool well, I hit that Spider-Man and Miles Morales, so I've already hit a cool Spider-Man. Let's face it. But just in case, like at home, I've got the variants of this card. I've got like the blue rainbow, the red prism. I've got 4 or 5 variants of this card. But it is always cool to have the base. Because I'm all about the base, Black Panther, Iron Man, cool. Mr. Fantastic, very cool. Just love the artwork. Love the artwork. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Red Rainbow. Alias. Hulk. I don't really know what the deal is with that, but I think it's going into a sleeve. Super statistics. Vulture intelligence. That's a cool card. Vulture is another one of Spider-Man's prime enemies. I do have a little collection of Vulture as well. I think Hulk deserves to be up on the board. Even if it's one of his aliases, one of his alter egos, or whatever they're called. He deserves to be on the board. Silver Samurai is pretty sick. Daredevil. Another Mr. Fantastic. Cover variant Hulk. Very cool. What's this guy's name? Analis? Black Rainbow. So that's again, I have the full set of those. More iconic covers. Hobgoblin, another arch enemy for Spider-Man. Just have so much fun opening this stuff, everybody. If you know, you know. If you don't, you're missing out. Doctor Doom. Classic bad guy. Classic Marvel villain. Ant-Man, nice card. Mysterio. I just love the artwork in this card. It's very nice. Firestar. Kid Omega. Black Cat, that's sick too. Kid Omega, it's not serial numbered.
Randy, I have 2 cases of Flair Batman coming.
Nice. That stuff is new. Batman product is new. Yeah. Like first drop. That is sick. When does it come here?
No idea. I just seen I got allocated an extra case.
Nice, Dawn. We're gonna have some fun with that. There's a lot of Batman fans out there, and Batman has some of the best sirens going, like Catgirl or Black Cat and all that. Like Poison Ivy.
Check it out.
You bet we will. Super Skrull. Brother Voodoo. There he is. He's not going in the sleeve, but again, just an arch nemesis for Spider-Man. Everybody knows his name. Green Goblin. One badass dude. Ooh! Back-to-back monsters, in my opinion. Thor. Yellow Rainbow. No cereal. Doesn't matter. It's a banger when it comes to Marvel. Not the best Thor going, but I am happy to have pulled it. Look at the artwork in that. Look at how the like the lightning bolts or the refractor. Like the artwork that you can get out of Marvel cards, I'm telling you, is second to none. Kingpin. Teal Wave out of $7.99, but it's Kingpin. If you know, you know. If Donnybrook was a Marvel character, this is who he'd be. Beast. Charles Xavier with his headpiece on that allows him to walk again. In the comic book industry, a lot of people think they should have never done that. there's a little bit of a debate. I stay out of it. Magneto, Sandman, Spider-Man variant, cover variant. So that's another one of. I mean, they made a movie out of this with Tobey Maguire where Sandman was. I think it's Spider-Man 3 from like the early 2000s. Sandman is absolutely a primary enemy. Cable. This is a purple rainbow. Very cool variant. Hercules, Hercules. Another Magneto. Again, there's 200 typically. The way Marvel does their cards is there's usually the base set consists of 200 total cards and then a bunch of cover variants. And the 200 cards, there's usually a high and a low of, say, each character. So Spider-Man will have card number 8 and card number 147. And the low series will be a certain type of artwork, and then the high series will be a different kind of artwork. So there's kind of two variations of each card, and they have different artwork for each character. So in a 200 card set, there'll typically be 100 characters, 2 different cards of each one. So then that means that there's 2 Spider-Mans with like a dozen variants of each one. So there's a lot of hit potential. That's how Marvel spreads it out. That's why it's a lot of fun. Onslaught, just another killer card. It's a blue rainbow, Korvac, teal wave out of 799. Like even just collecting, just chasing after the teal wave out of 799 is fun to try to put that set together. And it's a fairly easy chase because the teal waves, they're fairly common. I'm not saying it's going to be cheap, but it's not going to be an arm and a leg either. Hawkeye, there's just the straight up Hulk. Just the straight up, unadulterated, Incredible Hulk card. So sick. Card number 36. Legion, Red Skull after he's been, I don't know what, he's obviously trying to dress up as Captain America. I don't know if he just got his ass beat or what, but it's a very cool card. But that's out of a comic book. The Leader, out of 499, the blue tracks, another very good variant set. Actually, I'll let you have a close look at that. See how that refracts in the background? Tripod Mary. Typhoid Mary, sorry, not tripod. Tripod. Having a great time on your live stream. That's what's up. What's up, Sleepy? I got a Kirby Reichel or 2 for you, buddy. Oh man, this is just again the artwork. That's what fascinates me about it. It's not a live action photo. Somebody drew this. They might have drew it 30 years ago, and it's still being used to this day. So this is a prime example. Spider-Man! Wah, wah, wah. This is a prime example. This is like Rocket the Raccoon. This is his comic book art. So this is how he was depicted in the comic books. So it's the low numbers are more like a comic book photo. His high number card, whatever number it is, it'll be more how he looks in the movies. So that's kind of how they split up the variations. Oh, and there's another autograph hiding in behind the Spider-Man. The very last pack is the monster pack. Watch this, guys. Everybody, whoever just happens to be watching, I'm going to cover up the Wolverine with Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Red Rainbow, which is just sick. And then a card sitting right in behind it. Everybody knows this guy. Autographed Drax the Destroyer from Guardians of the Galaxy, played by David Bautista. So this is autographed by the artist. One out of 10. Must I say, might I say, boom. Randizzi's hot hand just continues. Thank you, Dawn. I don't know what that card is worth, but it's worth a lot. I don't know what it's worth, but it is absolutely worth a lot. serial numbered out of 10 is huge in Marvel. There are one of ones, but it doesn't get a lot better than autographed out of 10. So this is the Omega in comic books and in Marvel. The first out of a serial numbered run is the Omega, or sorry, the Alpha, and the final is the Omega, Alpha and the Omega. So this is kind of a big deal. Reverse serial number 0110, just all kinds of coolness about it. And those two boxes that I just opened had sat at the vault. Dawn, they've been sitting on that shelf for months, and there was a lot of heat just sitting there waiting to be unpacked. So I am absolutely thrilled that I was able to bring that to you guys. Whoever tuned in and watched, some really good monsters out of that pack. That Thor, nothing to sneeze at. And then the cherry on top, Miles Morales, Red Rainbow. Thanks, everybody. I look forward to doing this again. I just popped my breaker cherry. Don't know how I did, but I had a lot of fun. Look forward to doing it again. Dawn, you want to come shut this down? Because I need to start dropping some F-bombs. Thanks, everybody.
It's pretty cool.
That was fun.
Some nice hits there, eh?
Dude! I am dead serious about that Draxler dog. Autographed out of 10. It doesn't get much better. The only way it could be better if it was Spider-Man. And I'm not being greedy. Like, I don't deserve Spider-Man. I am